Hi, I'm Dennis Cometti. Adelaide is really turning on the sunshine. And joining me in the box for special comments will be Matthew Richardson.
Hi Den, thanks for having me tonight.
This evening's match is between Adelaide and Hawthorn. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Listen to that crowd as they welcome their team. We have the toss of the coin. Well, they say patience is a virtue, but if we wait any longer for the siren to kick things off, I'm sure this crowd will get a little unruly and maybe take matters into their own hands. Here we go. It's Adelaide versus Hawthorn. Jacobs with the mighty fist. Thompson somehow manages to get that ball out with all those players around him. Schoenmaker's not fazed by the pressure, gets his kick away. Roost runs past and gets the ball. If he was a golfer, I think by now he'd be using the reverse overlapping grip. Plays on. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Smith lays it off to the running man. Cheney tries his luck along the ground. Schoenmaker's a good crummer. McAvoy finds his man on the move. Brown keeps it alive with a foot. Thompson, a good crummer. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. O'Mara gets it off the side of the boot and it goes out on the full. Out of bounds near the goal. Talia clearing it out of defence. He gets above the crowd. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
Puopolo gets the goal with an ambitious kick. Goal. That's the first one of the game. Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Knocks it down in front. Casanova would have been jealous at that pickup. Howe gathers it. The loose ball scooped up. Burton, a good crummer. McAvoy with the football. Mitchell intercepts the bouncing ball. O'Mara dishes it off by hand. Booted by Hodge. Seedsman shoots off the handball. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 30 metres from home. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. Slots it. The Hawks with a very handy lead early on. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced.
Walker is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
McAvoy nicely outclassing Walker. Hand passes, slams it on the boot. That kick was asking a bit much of Betts. Hampton made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Betts steers the ball towards goal. You can see that happening right after it left his boot.
Frawley, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Smith marks the ball. He slams that on the boot. Lever with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Seedsman with a strong mark. He slams that on the boot. The mark will be paid.
90 seconds to go. Jams it on the boot now. Nice work from Burgoyne. And that torp has gone supernova. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Down goes Atkins. He kicks with power. Over the top of the pack.
The Crows just can't buy a mark out there. They need to start looking for some easier options when moving forward and try and get some marks inside forward 50. Betts shoots for goal. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. Frawley with the kick. Hodge with good strong hands.
Chips it down towards half forward. A mark by Seedsman. Gets boot to high. Taken by Thompson. A difficult kick into this breeze. The ball goes over the boundary on the wing. Thompson on for the Crows. Walker taps, bumped by Burgoyne. Otten throws it, clear as day. Works it across the ground. Talia takes the mark uncontested. Slams it on the boot. Walker has it.
Walker doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball, just clean hands. Seedsman just wanted it more then. He slams that on the boot. He can't bring that mark down. Stratton sharks the ball away. Crouch intercepted that well. He's intercepted it. He gathers the ball. Crouch picks it up. Puts boot to ball. He marks the ball.
He plays on. Smith caught with the ball. Richo now with his stats.
Both teams are neck and neck for handball disposals. Adelaide with 17 kicks and the Hawks with 12 kicks. Not much in it.
Cheers, Richo. And we're back for the second term.
Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder and give more than anyone else.
He gets tackled as he hands it off.
He hand passes it. He's got a handball away. He gathers up the intercepted ball. Crouch has the ball. It comes off hands.
Burton on the ball at the moment. Both hands right in the middle of the back. A clear free. Sends it on its way. Taken by Lynch. 45 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. That's a very well-executed goal. The Crows won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around. The bounce is dead straight. McAvoy with the tap. Takes control of the bouncing ball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Good fist. Bounces favourably for Gibson. Langford with the football. Kicks it. Smith marks. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Sends it on its way. Great mark under pressure. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
This one's a dead set.
40 metres from home. He has the ball. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 20 metres out. Roost with a great kick. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is straight up and down.
Adelaide are being smashed at the clearances. They need to add some ferocious tackling, defensive play and contested ball winning to lay a platform to relaunch an attack on this match. Smith looking for distance. He takes a strong mark. He kicks the ball, slips through his fingers. Just 2 minutes left. Stratton grabs the ball on the bounce, sending it on its way. Mitchell getting it off the side of his boot.
He gathers the loose ball. Roost with a short hand pass. The running man missed the ball. Seedsman has had plenty of it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
Yet another possession. Laird finds his man on the move. Puts boot to ball. A good mark under the circumstances. Sends it on its way. No one troubling him there.
Laird must have amazing intuition because he can react so fast to situations. It's as though he's had premonitions. McGovern with the kick. Betts lines up.
25 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Nice kick. 2 goals will see the Crows in the lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy with the tap. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Hampton kicks it to the square. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Jacobs gets the upper hand. Sends the Sharon on its way. Crawley with the mark. Jams it on the boot now. Gathers the ball. I can already tell that's not too good. He's injured. That injury will take out Rioli. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richo.
That was an absolute shocker.
Brown sends one up towards the wing. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Punishing kick from Mitchell. The ball goes over the line and out of play. Ruckman hard at it. Walker got a fist on it. A favourable bounce. My ball, says the umpire. Guided by McAvoy. Makes control of the ball. The ball in the hands of Lever. Finding the running player. My ball, says the umpire. McAvoy guides it. Makes control of the ball. The ball is slammed towards goal by Shields. 2 goals up for the Hawks. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy aims for his man on the ground. We'll go to Richo for the stats.
You can have the best stats in the world, but if you cannot convert it on the scoreboard, then none of it matters. The Crows need those good stats to reflect on the scoreboard, but at the moment, it's just not happening.
Thanks for that, Richo. 1 half down, 1 to go. The third term is underway.
It will be interesting to see what changes, if any, the coaches make for the second half of the match.
The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Controlled by Birchall.
Birchall can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. He knocks it down. Crouch onto the ball. Jacobs hand passes the ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. That's a mark.
The kick is held up in the wind. A good mark under the circumstances. Ellis Yolman puts it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. His kicks are like fingerprints. No two ever the same. He wins the contest. That kick has covered a very long distance. He couldn't hang on. Ellis Yolman with the interception. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. He takes an uncontested mark.
The dominance we're seeing from the Hawks at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. A goal to Hawthorn.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. One down by McAvoy. Has it now. Takes possession. Smith on the ball at the moment. Jacobs picks it up, going for goal number 1. Jacobs with a massive goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
McAvoy has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He takes a strong mark, lining it up with the goal now. Bruce takes a shot, the goal for Hawthorn. Hawthorn's lead.
The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
McAvoy, he's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
Birchall decisively boots it. Has it now, finding the running player. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Puopolo gets it off the side of the boot and it goes out on the full. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. Hands like dinner plates. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
The Hawks relaxing with a 4-goal lead.
Hawthorn taking their time and looking for the safe marking option in the forward line. Most of their goal production is coming from set shots and it's paying off for them.
90 seconds to go. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Knight has caught him for holding the ball. Good drop punt by Knight. Ellis Yolman looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Gets boot to leather. Dropped by Lynch. He gathers the loose ball, squeezes out a handball. Betts going for number 2. Alarm bells are ringing for Adelaide. He plays it to himself. A torp from Crawley. Nice mark under pressure. Send the torp in, big fella. That was all Seedsman. That kick held up in the wind. Snatches at it and drops it. He's as twitchy as a frog in a blender. Oh, tough break. 4 goals up for Hawthorn. Cheney assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Lever takes an uncontested mark. A difficult kick into this breeze. Takes it well. Schoenmaker's going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. It's in the air. The long goal by Schoenmakers. They increase their lead. The Hawks by 5 goals. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Nice bounce.
Talia is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. Atkins with the kick. McKay with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to.
Kicked in a flurry. A solid mark from Hampton. Low spearing kick. Nice work from Hodge. Boots it. A good turn with the Hawks 50 to Adelaide 20.
Outplayed, outgunned. The Crows need to take stock and show some real vigour here in the last. They have the talent and the legs, but do they have the belief?
Richo, how well are these teams performing?
In terms of marking, neither team looks to have an advantage over the other. Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 54 and 38.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
Ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles.
With the quick hands. Gets a handball away. Lever is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. The ball gets dropped as the tackle is made. Gains possession. He grabs it on the run. McGovern looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Perfect timing from Betts. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Going for goal number 2. The Crows get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The second goal for Betts.
The Crows have been really predictable out there. They need to mix it up, break the line, start taking more of a chance, or this game will be lost.
The bounce. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Roughhead just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Roughhead kicks for goal. All eyes are watching. The Hawks by 5 goals. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. A dead straight bounce. Tapped by Jacobs. The bouncing ball is controlled. Lucky bounce collected. It's an understatement to say they really need this one. Imagine a big one, but plenty of time to play. Great bounce. McAvoy decisively. The wind helping that kick. The spilled ball is collected. Dishes it off to the running player. Who was that to? Rioli heading in. Watch his style. He's driven that ball hard, but it's a miss.
Their disposal efficiency has been fantastic, but Adelaide need to begin taking more gambles if they're going to cause some damage on the scoreboard. A nice contested mark. Smith with the kick. It's a mark. He boots it.
The ball goes over the boundary on the wing. Look at the Big Eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play. He takes control of the loose ball. The umpire to ball it up. McAvoy punches it. Smith sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Jacobs sends it out to space. Slams it on the boot. Both hands right in the middle of the back. A clear free. Seedsman kicks. Strong mark by Smith. Puts boot to ball. Lever has it.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. But Adelaide forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Sends it on its way. He picks it up. Schoenmaker's just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. What was he thinking? Hand pass by Roughhead. Schoenmakers takes a shot at goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Jacobs is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill.
Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Hampton wins the marking contest.
Hampton is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Schoenmakers kicks it. Talia marks it.
Gets boot to leather. Crouched from behind. Slams it on the boot. Thompson ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly.
Thompson, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. The loose ball is collected. Laird scoops up the ball.
The umpire has released the ball. Batted down nicely by McAvoy. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Burton with the interception. The ball in the hands of Gibson. Hard time. I have no idea how you managed to get that out. Adelaide were really taught a lesson today. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Hawthorn and Adelaide?
Quite a slow game, had a few good moments though, didn't he?
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. Final scores are 63-33. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
It's been my pleasure, Dennis. We look forward to having everyone back soon.
Teamwork is the thing that